Well, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl. And over here, I like to focus on all things vinyl, sublimation, and screen printing. I don't focus on perfection because without mistakes, how else are you supposed to learn anything? I have over 15 years of professional experience, if you want to call it that. So you might see things done a little bit differently over here than what you're used to seeing them. I also am extremely honest about affiliate codes and when products are sent to me. So if that sounds like something you're into, you might want to stick around and think about joining the Cuttin Corners family. If not, you might want to buzz on because my honeybees, they have a real sting to them. So today I have a highly requested video and I'm going to go over how to do some more intricately layered text in Silhouette Studio. So something more along the lines of what is on my shirt. So more of that, drop shadow with extra outlines. So if that sounds like something you want to see, then stay tuned. Today I'm going to go over how to do some basic layered text. Now I'm not going to go over how to do all the slicing and all that fun kind of stuff because that will take forever. Now I am using Silhouette Studio Business Edition. This will work with the regular Silhouette Studio as well as Designer Edition. Now the fonts that I am using are available in Creative Fabrica. Now I do have a link in the description box and it is an affiliate link, but I do pay for my subscription every month myself. I have the $29.99 all access membership. There are a couple of different plans, but I use this service because it does include commercial access to everything. I love it. You don't have to use this. This is just what I use. Now I do have my Corel tutorial section set up on my Patreon page. Now again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. This is just what I use. It's my favorite art program. But I will have those tutorials available after the fact. You just won't get to participate in the live chat. And I do have another section set up for my Patreon members, which is going to be Creative Fabrica Lives, which the only reason I'm using that is because it's a service I pay for, and it's just being able to use like those types of features, bringing in like already created certain sections of art to kind of layer, to kind of learn the basics of design. So as I said, I'm using Business Edition. First thing I'm going to do is change my media color. Let's go ahead and lighten that up just a hair. And I'm going to go over here to my text tool and I'm going to type out "it is" and we're going to go ahead and select The one thing I am not the biggest fan of in Silhouette is I'm not the biggest fan of the text feature. So I changed that to B hearts, just in case you're wondering. And I am going to change that to black for the fill. And I'm going to change the cut line on it to nothing because I don't need to see that. And then I'm going to use the text tool again and we're going to change that to what? We're going to change the inner part. Let's just choose green, change that to nothing. Hold on. That's the one thing, as I said, about Silhouette that's not my most favorite is Like, I loathe changing text in this. That's part of the reason why, like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not the biggest fan of changing text in it because, one, it's not my favorite to change it in because I feel like it's a little bit more difficult. Not gonna lie. Oh, and then the second font I am using is Funky Dory. I love fonts. I love fonts. And we're going to use bold. Copy. Paste. I don't know, I just changed it because it is what it is. It's the same thing. I'm okay, it's everybody else. Okay, so, and then I need to change you to black with none, and you need none. Okay, so got that set up. First thing I want to do is we want to go ahead and weld the selected shapes. For everything, because we don't need to change the text anymore. So that's done. And then I'm going to go up here to Object, and we're going to make it to a compound path. So as you can see, now that is all one piece. Make compound path. Make compound path. Make compound path. So that makes me happy. So for both of these, we're going to go ahead and grab them, and we're going to change the size of you to 10 inches wide. Perfect. And you're going to go bring to the front. Okay, and now for you, you're going to get a big outline because he's going to be the one that gets the drop shadow. Let's do 0.15. And no red outline. Apply. Okay. I don't really need you anymore. You can be deleted. Perfect. So now you can kind of see what we're working with. So now I'm kind of laying the green out on top of the black layer. And when we're creating a drop shadow, like this is just a simple drop shadow. That's all you're doing, is you're giving it a little bit of an angle. It's simple. It's easy. It's all you're doing. And we don't have to take and do anything extra. There's nothing to weld it to, anything like that. Now for the green layer, this one, we're going to give it an offset as well. Now for this offset, we're going to take and make it white. We're going to get rid of the red outline, and we're going to make this one much, much smaller. Just kind of playing with to see what looks best. Okay, so I like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to take our white pieces, okay, and then we're going to go up here to object and make a compound path. Oop, wrong one. And see, now that is one piece. Simple. So now that is all done. And we're going to take and group. Simple. So now that section of text is done. Now what I want to go ahead and do is we want to angle it some. I want to give this a little bit of visual interest. And I want to make this 10.5 inches wide. Okay, perfect. I like that. So now let's look at these. You know, I can delete that for now. So let's make you 1.25 inches tall. That looks a little tall. Let's make you 1 inch tall. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and offset you. Not that much. Let's do 0.15. Apply. Okay, and let's make a compound path. So now everything is all one piece. Perfect. Okay, so I like how that looks. Now I want to go ahead and I want to add another outline because I want to add a little bit more color to it. Now I do want to go ahead and move this to the front of the layer. So I just took and when I went to arrange, I sent this to the front. So now this is at the front of the page. So I'm going to outline this again. So we're going to take and choose white with nothing. then we're gonna okay. Okay, so 0.5, I like that for the outline. Okay. Okay. Let's zoom in so I can see this a little bit better. Okay. Now I'm going to take and make a compound path. So now I'm going to double check to make sure that's good. Perfect. Now I'm going to back away just a tiny bit, and I'm going to take and copy and paste. Okay, now I'm going to group this together. Okay, and I'm going to group this together. Okay. And there you go. So this is what it looks like. Now, again, this is kind of a simplification of it, and where you're going to run into the hardest parts of this is whenever you start doing your slicing, if that's the avenue in which you're wanting to go. And what I mean by slicing is to make sure there's no real overlap in your colors. And that's if you're wanting to use like special vinyls or that type of thing. And that's more of the advanced portion of tutorials. Now I will get to doing some more of that, but this is more of like your basic, let's do some tutorial. So as you can see, this is again basic. I will have this SVG on my Patreon page if you're wanting to have it without doing the work, if you're interested. And I will have the sliced version up there as well. So again, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I will have this tutorial up for Cricut and CorelDRAW as well. But I guess that's it for today's video. So we will see y'all in the next one.